Kylie Jenner getting called out along with her sisters for covering up Astroworld? Who's shocked though? Honestly, not me. But I'll tell you guys what people on the internet are kind of shocked by, and that is that Lil Huddy was invited to Kourtney Kardashian's wedding. The whole thing is so random. There's a lot of Kardashian stuff to get into, so let's just get right into it. This weekend was a big one for the Kardashian-Jenner family. Kourtney Kardashian said "I do" to Travis Barker in Italy at this super intimate wedding. These stairs are crazy. Okay, honestly, Kourtney has never seemed happier, so this was really cute, and a wedding in Italy is like a dream. So that's that. She had super close friends and family attend, but one guest that shocked me and a lot of other people on the internet was Lil Huddy, or Chase Hudson, from the Hype House. I forgot that he had made music with Travis, so I'm sure that was one of the reasons why he was there, but also he's pretty close with Travis's son, Landon. The two were posting all over social media with everyone else in attendance, and I will say that once I saw Chase at the wedding, I was wondering if Miss Addison Rae got an invitation because she used to be all around Kourtney Kardashian. She was in the Kardashians show. She was always hanging out with them, and a lot of people were upset by it at the time, but it looks like she didn't actually get an invitation or she didn't go to Kourtney's wedding. They honestly haven't been seen together in a very long time, so who knows if they're even friends anymore, but I found it very interesting that Lil Huddy was in attendance and not Addison. Anyway, the family did party it up, and it seemed like it was an amazing time. Kylie shared behind the scenes of the food that was there. People on TikTok were honestly cracking me up about this. They were like, where is this man's gloves?
Chocolate chips? Kendall, you want to taste cannoli fresh?
And they were also like talking about the portion size of the pasta that they were serving, which was just so funny, but it looks incredible. And if anybody could let me know where I could buy plates like this, please do let me know in the comments. But anyway, back to what Kylie was posting on her Instagram story. She's posting a lot, just like everyone else in attendance, because how could you not want to post when you're at a wedding at a venue like this? A lot of people did think that she was being pretty funny this night when she was making fun of Kendall by calling her Cucumber Girl in the caption of this TikTok that she made, referencing the recent episode of The Kardashians where everyone made fun of the way Kendall cuts cucumbers. Now, in terms of the wedding though, people who don't seem to have been in attendance include Scott, of course, Caitlyn Jenner, and Rob Kardashian. A lot of people were really sad to see Rob not there. I don't know if he just wasn't photographed because Rob doesn't like to be seen in public anymore, but I mean, there were a lot of secret photographs being taken of the wedding and he wasn't seen in any of those. Maybe he was in hiding, but I don't believe he was in attendance, which a lot of people are pretty sad by. Now, speaking of the show, the sisters are in some pretty hot water right now because they are being exposed for faking storylines on the show. Now, of course, it's no secret that some things on reality shows are scripted, but when it comes to the discussion of Astroworld and hiding it, people have a lot to say about it, and they're not good things. In this past week's episode of The Kardashians, one of the main storylines was that it was Kris Jenner's birthday. She was going to have a birthday dinner, and it was a major chunk of the episode. Like, it was pretty much the whole episode. Kris's birthday is November 5th, and the only two sisters not in attendance at her birthday dinner were Kendall and Kylie, because November 5th was the first day of Astroworld, and it was the only day of Astroworld last year as it was canceled due to the tragedy that occurred. Now, on the show, they made it seem like the reason Kendall wasn't at Kris's birthday dinner was because she was in Miami spending time with her bestie, Hailey Bieber. They did a whole segment where her and Hailey were in Miami and they got IV drips together, and they were talking about how into their health they are and they want their vitamin C and they want to be healthy, and Kendall was still feeling the effects from COVID, and so she was trying to get her body right again and hoping that if she does like a lot of IV drips, she could feel totally 100 again. But that was the reason why she was missing her mom's birthday. Now, people are upset that they basically tried to fake this storyline in order to get around Astroworld, because Kendall and Kylie were both in attendance at Astroworld. There's videos of them there on November 5th on their mom's birthday, not at their mom's birthday dinner, but they were both at Astroworld. Kylie wasn't seen in this episode at all, but then making it seem like Kendall wasn't at the dinner because she was in Miami, which makes it seem like Astroworld never happened, was what people on social media had the most problems with. Now, this is a hard situation because I'm not sure if they're legally just not allowed to talk about Astroworld, because Travis is in the process of facing legal consequences for this, so they might not even be able to comment on it at all. Some people were saying that they should have at least acknowledged maybe the event happening just with text on the screen of what happened that weekend, or had the names of the victims on the screen at the end of the episode. But them ignoring it completely and making a fake storyline just wasn't sitting right with people. There are also people saying that had they acknowledged it, they would have seemed like they were just exploiting the tragedy. So it's a complicated situation for them to address. I definitely do think the fake storyline probably shouldn't have happened. And if they were going to completely ignore Astroworld happening at all, they should have just shown Chris's birthday dinner, not acknowledge why Kendall and Kylie were not at the dinner. Then they just should have not done any sort of faking anything. Because, I mean, it just doesn't look right and it's weird. And why lie about, hey, mom, like, how's your birthday? Sorry, I'm not there because I'm with Haley getting IV drips. Like, no, don't do that. That's just, everybody already knows. And maybe they do that for the people that don't use social media, that watch the Kardashians for fun and don't have any idea what Astroworld is or what happened because they're just not on the internet like that and they don't watch the news. So they're just doing that. But like, why lie? It's just weird. Now, obviously they were filming the show at the time of Astroworld, so that was set to be a very large portion of the episode that was going to be a big storyline. But because they chose to scrub it entirely from the show, this apparently was one of the reasons why the show's release date was pushed back. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this information, but I heard that the show was supposed to air 2 months prior to when it actually did. But because they had to take everything related to Astroworld out, it took a little while longer for the show to come out. Obviously, they needed to film footage of Kendall in Miami being on the phone with Chris talking about her birthday and saying, I can't be at your dinner because I'm here. And maybe they needed that for time, but they should have just had Kendall in Miami and just, had her do the IV drip and not even mention that was the reason why she was missing her mom's birthday. Like, it's not a good look. But the internet, like I said, had a lot to say about it. Some of the tweets were, the Kardashians truly didn't think it through that Kendall was at the Astroworld Festival on the same day as Kris Jenner's birthday, especially since we all seen photos of Kendall sent Kylie on the internet at Astroworld too. #Kardashians, everyone knows Chris's birthday is on November 5th. Didn't Astroworld happen on the day of Chris's birthday dinner? So like, why did they show a fake storyline that Kendall was in Miami with Haley? They could have just not mentioned it, like how Kendall and Kylie are never on the show. We wouldn't have noticed. Yuck, not the Kardashians faking a storyline to edit out any mention of Astroworld, including faking Kendall being in Miami on Chris's birthday, which happened to be when she was actually at Astroworld with Kylie Jenner. Gross, these people are once again disgusting. A friendly reminder that Kendall and Kylie did in fact go to Astroworld, and no, Kendall was not in Miami. Do not forget the tragedy the show brought upon many people, and do not let the Kardashians sweep it under the rug. Not the Kardashians pretending Kendall was in Miami for Chris's birthday when she was actually at Astroworld. I do believe that they were probably legally advised against talking about Astroworld, since Travis is not trying to take any blame for what occurred, and if one of them were to get on camera and say sorry, it definitely wouldn't help him in his lawsuit. I do think if they were going to just ignore it completely, faking an entire storyline wasn't the way to do it. Nobody needed to see Kendall pretend to not be at the dinner, but that was the choice that they made. I for sure want to know how you guys feel about this whole thing, because like I said, there's a lot of opinions revolving around this whole situation, as there always are with the Kardashians. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.